Do you know what women complain about most after a first date? It's not the outfit he wore, the cologne he used, or even where he took her. It's this: he didn't ask me a single question. He just talked. And talked. And talked? Yes, exactly that. A conversation without questions is like a one-man show. No connection, no emotional depth, no spark. Asking questions is the foundation of real human connection. They help you explore, understand, and most importantly, create a natural emotional flow that leads to attraction. Without questions, you're just another guy trying to impress her, like a clown dancing for attention. Sure, YouTube is full of videos telling you what to ask a woman, but very few explain how to ask and, more importantly, what to do with her answers to build real emotion, spark genuine chemistry, and maybe even lead to a spontaneous kiss at the end of the night. So in today's video, HeartTalk will walk you through 3 high-impact flirting questions. 3 questions that seem simple on the surface, but have the power to turn a boring small talk session into an unforgettable, emotionally charged connection. These questions come from a fun little Q&A game you can play with any woman. It puts you in the driver's seat while making the interaction playful, relaxed, and deeply engaging. To show you how it works, let's take a moment from one of the most romantic scenes on television. In an episode of Grey's Anatomy, a man runs into a woman he used to have feelings for. He confesses his past crush, and to his surprise, she admits she felt the same. They end up walking together by a quiet hotel pool. There's a mix of nostalgia, chemistry, and unspoken curiosity in the air. And then he says something that makes her heart skip. "We've got 36 hours to get to know each other. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Answer fast. Ready?" The way he leads, bold but playful, confident but fun, pulls her right into the moment. And then come the 3 questions. 1. What's your favorite snack? 2. What's your favorite movie and why? 3. Describe your perfect day off. At first glance, a question like, "What's your favorite snack?" might seem too basic, maybe even dull. But the magic isn't in the question itself. It's in how it's delivered, how you listen, and how you respond. This man wasn't just checking boxes. He was truly present. When she said her favorite snack was cookies, he didn't nod politely or fake enthusiasm. Instead, he smiled mischievously and teased, "That sounds like a snack for prisoners who've forgotten what real flavor tastes like." It was cheeky, unexpected, and it made her laugh. No judgment, no pressure, just a light-hearted comment that broke the formality and created a very human moment between 2 strangers. That little joke, harmless and clever, became the moment she remembered him by. Not as a man trying to win her over, but as someone who dared to be playful, real, and present. Then came the second question, and this one went deeper. When she said her favorite movie was Amelie, he didn't just smile and move on. He leaned in and asked just one word. Why? Just one word, but it opened up a whole emotional landscape. Because he wasn't interested in the title. He wanted to understand what that movie meant to her. What made it special? What emotions did it stir? What memories did it bring back? That's how a man shows depth and self-respect. I want to know who you really are, not just tell me what you think I want to hear. He didn't ask to manipulate or flatter. He asked to connect, to understand the layers behind her smile, the stories behind her preferences, the little pieces that made her different and interesting. This wasn't about performing. This was about seeing her. The final question, her ideal day off, was the moment she opened up completely. By then she knew he was truly listening, not just going through the motions. And so she let herself share the simple joys that made her feel alive. The details only someone she trusted would get to hear. And then came his turn to answer. But there was no awkwardness, no hesitation. His answer was bold, but also elegant and full of charm. He said he'd wake up, roll over, and see a beautiful female surgeon lying next to him. Then he'd do something that made her spine arch. And then he paused, left it hanging, just long enough to spark curiosity and heat. She laughed, and then they kissed. That's the power of real connection, of humor, emotion, and depth, all woven together through just 3 questions. And the truth is, you don't have to use those exact questions, but if you understand the intention behind them, you can recreate that same magic. Here's the structure. The first question should be light, playful, and even a little childlike, something that feels safe, fun, and disarming. The second should go deeper. Ask about movies, music, travel, and why she loves them. This helps you access her emotional world. The third invites her to paint a picture of joy. Perfect kiss. A dream date. Her ideal lazy Sunday. This is where she reveals her softest, most human self. These questions may seem simple, but together, they form a powerful formula for flirting, emotional connection, and unforgettable conversations. Not by using gimmicks, not by reciting lines, but by being curious, present, playful, real. That's what makes a woman feel seen. That's what makes you memorable. And if you find value in what we share here, don't forget to hit subscribe. HeartTalk is your space for honest, soulful, and powerful conversations about love, dating, and intimacy. We're not here to make you perfect. We're here to help you become a man who understands himself and understands women. See you in the next video.